Start with your introduction.
My name is Nitesh Rajnani. I am a second year student of the Department of Architecture and Regional Planning, enrolled in its BR course. I am a boarder of Patel Hall of Residence. I am from Jaipur, Rajasthan. I am contesting for the post of General Secretary, Social and Cultural, Technology Student Gymkhana, Indian Institute of Technology, Kharagpur, for the academic session 2026-2027.
Continue with your statement of purpose.
In the absence of mountain shadow, the eagle
Just
learns.
a second. Janta, as I've already mentioned, we do not have whole night. We need to wrap this soapbox as soon as possible. So please do not interrupt when the candidate is trying to mention his statement of purpose. क्या? हाँ? Continue with the statement of purpose.
In the silence of mountain shadow, the eagle learned to touch the stars. These words by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam resonates deeply within me and gave me the inspiration and motivation to contest for the post of General Secretary, Social and Cultural, Technology Student Gymkhana. As I stand before you tonight, these words help me to face every obstacle that come up with the roles and responsibilities that will come up with the post. In my first year, I was selected as an associate member of Springfest 2025. The roles and responsibilities of the post have given me the importance of leadership, execution, and planning. In my first year, I was responsible for the domain of publicity and media outreach and events. Under the domain of events, I, along with two other associate members and two core organizing team members, have successfully conducted hitchhike nationwide elimination in the region of Chhattisgarh. Under the domain of publicity and media outreach, I, along with two other associate members, have successfully secured over 30 media articles in the region of Chhattisgarh. I, along with two other associate members, were also responsible for the conduction and managing a team of 16 campus ambassadors, which led the publicity drive in the region of Raipur. In the domain of publicity and media outreach, I, along with two other associate members, core organizing team member, and core organizing team head, were responsible for the overall publicity, which we have secured over 40% participation year-over-year increment in the region of Raipur. After the domain, I was also responsible for the publicity drive in the region of Raipur, Jaipur, Bhubaneswar, and Ranchi. In my first time responsibility, I was allotted the responsibility of accommodation, where I, along with 6 other associate members, 4 other core organizing team members, and 2 other core organizing team heads, were responsible for the comfortable and well-organized stay of the participants who come across the nation. In my second year, I got the honor and selected as a core organizing team head of. In my second year, I got the responsibility and honor to get selected as a core organizing team member of Spring Fest 2026. During my tenure, I was responsible for the domain under sponsorship and marketing, pro-nights, events, and publicity and media outreach. Under the domain of sponsorship and marketing, I, along with 2 other core organizing team members, were responsible for the sponsorship drive in Kolkata region, where we have successfully secured over 2 lakh rupees as the alumni contribution. I was also responsible for the sponsorship drive in the region of Bangalore, where I, along with 6 other core organizing team members, have successfully secured over 6 lakh rupees in the region of Bangalore.
Janta.
I, in my tenure under the domain of sponsorship and marketing, have successfully secured the title sponsor of nationwide prelims and elimination for Spring Fest 2026. These experiences as an associate member of Spring Fest 2025 and core organizing team member of Spring Fest 2026. These experiences gave me the valuable insights and taught me the importance of leadership, execution, planning, and teamwork. If I got elected as the General Secretary, Social and Cultural, Technology Student Gymkhana, Indian Institute of Technology, Kharagpur, for the academic session 2026-2027, I will work and increase the social and cultural activities in the Indian Institute of Technology, Kharagpur.
So Nilesh, okay, Nilesh, again so many things about SF. So let's move towards intra-IIT, okay? So after the conduction of when IIT Kharagpur hosted the 6th edition of intra-IIT Culturals Meet, some attempts were made to just formalize the intra-IIT culture by the heads of organizing committee members, okay? So what were those attempts and why did they fail?
Sir, as an esteemed panelist, you should be ashamed of putting the baseless allegation or the organizing committee of our campus during the Inter-IIT Cultural Meet 6.0. The General Secretary, Social and Cultural, along with the chairperson and the concerned stakeholders, have given their best and executed the Inter-IIT Cultural Meet 6.0 smoothly.
I think you did not listen to my question. Let me again repeat my question, okay? This is not an allegation. I am just asking you what are the steps taken in that particular edition. So again, let me just complete my question. After the completion of Intra-IIT 6.0, the Intra-IIT Cultural 6.0, there were some attempts made
Panelists, no follow-up. No follow-up.
I am not asking follow-up. I am just asking the same question. He did not answer the question.
It is the right of candidate to choose if we can answer or not.
Nitesh, you mentioned that you were responsible for 40% year-over-year increase in the participation from the region of Raipur. Could you please name any 5 colleges from there which participated in Springfest 2026?
Sir, the colleges which were there in the 40% increment from the Raipur region and joined the Springfest 2025 are GGV, Raipur Institute of Technology, Government Engineering College, Raipur, Government Medical College, Raipur, and Guru Ghaziadas Vishwavidyalaya.
Nitesh, as you have mentioned that you were a part of Springfest, which is not only a cultural but also a social fest. What was the social theme of Springfest 2026 and how have you contributed in that?
Sir, the social theme of Springfest 2026 was Ummeed, igniting lights in the shadowed mind. Where in my first time responsibility of Springfest Arena, we gave the stalls for social well-being.
But that was not contributed by you. It was provided by the Springfest team.
No follow-up. No follow-up.
Sir, I have clearly mentioned that I was responsible for vendors negotiation and all the arrangements on the Springfest Arena ground.
So, Nitesh, so why artists who use 5 languages and present the option scenes are still allowed in pro nights hosted by Springfest?
Sir, could you please repeat your question?
So why artists who use 5 languages and present option scenes often are allowed in pro nights Springfest?
Sir, this is completely a baseless allegation on the Springfest team. All the permissions regarding the pro nights of Springfest was signed by the executive heads of Springfest 2026 and the team of the artists have signed the NOC regarding that.
Nitesh, so you might know that the GC was changed this year for so-called, and the timeline for the new GC was very problematic for the halls to participate. So what will you do if elected to increase the participation in the GC with this new general championship?
Sir, could you please repeat your problem?
The general championship so-called was changed this year, and the timeline for this GC was very problematic for the halls to participate. So what steps will you take next year if elected so that more halls participate in the event?
Sir, the General Secretary, Social and Cultural, Technology Student Gymkhana for the academic session 2025-2026 have managed all the events smoothly.
Nitesh, so during your tenure, your LM Drive region was Kolkata. So what were the reasons this such a great decline had come in your tenure? Does it mean that you are not a good candy and not a good manager? Does it show that?
Ma'am, the reasons for such great decline in the alumni contribution in the region of Kolkata is that there were some economic crisis and the alumni who have contributed last year contributed to the 75th Jubilee year of Indian Institute of Technology, Kharagpur.
Nitesh, you said that your FTR was accommodation, right? Despite paying a good sum of amount for accommodation, my own friends, they said that did not get a good accommodation. So what did you as a CTM do for ensuring a good accommodation for the participants?
Sir, as I was responsible for the first time responsibility of accommodation during Spring Fest 2025, I have clearly mentioned in my statement of purpose that I, along with 6 other associate members, 4 other co-organizing team members, and 2 other co-organizing team heads, have ensured the well-organized and comfortable stay for the participants.
Nitesh, what will be the procedure if no head is selected in the next 14 days after General Secretary Social and Culture is elected? Please tell me the exact procedure.
Sir, could you please repeat your question?
What will be the procedure if no head of Springfest is selected in 14 days of General Secretary Social and Culture is elected?
Sir, as per the timeline of the selection procedure in the Spring Fest, after the elections, the General Secretary Social and Cultural got elected, and after the election, the meeting and selection of core organizing team head takes place within 14 days. My proposals for the post of General Secretary Social and Cultural, Technology Student Gymkhana, Indian Institute of Technology Kharagpur for the academic session 2026-2027 are as follows. My first proposal is the formation of social and cultural portal with digital archive. My second proposal is the formation of postgraduate and research scholar cultural club. My third proposal is the introduction of culinary arts tag team event in the Open IIT Social and Cultural.
I'm again asking this question. Attempts were made to formalize the intra-IT culturals meet by the head of organizing committee. What were those attempts and why they failed? They did not fail because they lack something. It was something by the admins. So what attempts were made? Just tell me the attempts.
Sir, as I've already answered you, the General Secretary Social and Cultural, Technology Student Gymkhana, Indian Institute of Technology Kharagpur, along with the organizing committee, have successfully executed the Inter-IIT Cultural Meet.
See, it was not about inter-IT cultural meets only 6.0. It was the whole inter-IT cultural meet. So
Panelists, no
let me
comments. No comments. If you have any follow-up, you can ask.
Okay, so it is a follow-up question. So for that particular 6.0 edition, attempts were made to just make the inter-IT cultures meet admin run, just like inter-IT sports. So just tell me what are the procedure need to be followed to do the same.
Sir, could you please clarify your question? You are not audible enough.
To just make the intra-IT cultures meet admin run, I just want you to give me answer that what are the procedures to be followed to do the same.
Sir, as I've already mentioned, the judges and in the procedure, the General Secretary Social and Cultural,
You don't know the
Technology
answer.
Student
Please stop. You
Gymkhana
don't know the answer.
have
comments.
performed
Panelists,
well
no
and
comments.
executed the Inter-IIT Cultural Meet smoothly.
Nitesh, regarding your first proposal, social and cultural portal with digital archive, since the so-called website is already under development, what specific feedback did the tech team provide regarding feasibility, timeline impact, and integration challenges of adding the new modules mid-development, as it is not mentioned in your groundwork?
Sir, I have done the necessary groundworks and I have discussed with the technology coordinators. As in my proposal, I have also included the addition of digital archive. In my groundwork, as per the discussion, the digital archive is a new and is not there in the current scenario.
But you haven't answered my question. Give me how it will affect the timeline and what is the procedure that is going to follow for this to happen.
Sir, the timeline of uploading the performance videos and resources on the digital archive depends on the performances of existing social and cultural societies. After the performances, those governors can submit their performances, which will be there and uploaded in the digital archive.
You are still not answering my question. I'm asking how it will be implemented by the tech team. How it will affect the timeline of tech team and not the societies.
Sir, for the timeline, as I have mentioned, that it depends upon the performances of social and cultural societies, and the secretaries of the subcommittee will manage, and we can give them the access login who will upload them, and it will not hamper the duties of the technology coordinators.
But they need to make a portal, right? They need to make a portal where they can upload the video.
No follow-ups. No follow-ups.
Nitesh, in your first proposal, you have mentioned that you will maintain real-time transparency on cultural standings across all the 3 tiers, and it includes inter-IIT cultural meet as well.
Panelists, just a second. Janta, please be seated. Janta, please be seated. Janta, please be seated. It is just a matter of 15 more minutes. Panelists, you can continue.
Nitesh, in your first proposal, there is an impact of real-time transparency on cultural standings across all 3 tiers of competition, and it includes inter-IIT cultural meet as well. So you must be aware that the results for the recent inter-IIT cultural meet has not been published yet. So how will you maintain real-time transparency, and why is there a lot of delay in the results for the inter-IIT cultural meet every year?
Sir, answering to your first question, the transparency which I have used in my proposal, after the subcommittee meeting, I will upload, or the concerned subcommittee secretary will upload the results. It should be cleared that the results will be uploaded of the subcommittee meeting only. Sir, could you please repeat your second question?
Why is there a lot of delay in inter-IIT cultural results every year?
Sir, due to some contentions, the board meeting is still being conducted, and the representatives from our college is participating in the board meet. After the fulfillment and clearance of all the contentions, the results will be released.
Nitesh, my question is regarding the second proposal. You mentioned limited PG and RS participation. So which specific group did you consult? What reasons did they give? And how did those guys shape your proposed structure?
Ma'am, the participation and the execution of postgraduate and research scholar cultural club will be managed by the hierarchy, and as I have listed here, the low participation or the existing participation, there will be a proper framework during the selection process of postgraduate and research scholar cultural club, which will be managed by the postgraduate coordinator and research scholar coordinator of different wings.
Nitesh, my question is, which specific group did you consult for this proposal? This show that you haven't done any groundwork on this proposal.
Ma'am, I have done all the necessary groundworks in framing this proposal. I have discussed with the CUP captain and the contingent leader of Inter-IIT Cultural Meet 8.0 of Indian Institute of Technology, Kharagpur.
Nitesh, in your first proposal, you have mentioned that you will be uploading strategic breakdowns from past inter-IIT captains on your social and cultural portal. So do you want to disclose our IIT Kharagpur's strategies to all the other IITs for inter-IIT?
Sir, for the proposal, as I have mentioned, that there will be the CUP captain interviews and vlogs on the digital archive and the social and cultural portal. The CUP captains will be telling about the legacy of Indian Institute of Technology, Kharagpur, in managing the event and how we have performed greatly in the past events.
Nitesh, in your proposal it is written that you will be uploading interviews and strategic breakdowns from inter-IIT captains.
Sir, in my proposal and as per my necessary groundwork, it will be including the CUP captain interviews and by the strategic breakdown, it will tell about the legacy of Inter-IIT Cultural Meet, the Indian Institute of Technology, Kharagpur, how it has performed well in the previous events.